It's Wine Down Wednesday, minus the wine. I always forget to bring it upstairs. Hey June, welcome. Say hey when you jump on. Hi Deb, how are you? Deb, I had a box with your name on it today go out. How is everyone? Please say hello. There was a fly flying around. Say hey when you jump on. Thank you. Thanks, Deb. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Welcome, welcome. It is a Wine Down Wednesday, minus my wine. I hope you have your beverage of choice. I hope everybody had an awesome day, guys. It's like it's 7 o'clock at night here and it's in the 80s right now, close to 90. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. We will give it a couple of minutes. Laura, how are you? Is it Tam? Thanks for watching, Tam. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thanks, guys. How is everybody? If you are watching for the first time, I'm Patti Colbert, and I'm an independent designer with Chocolate Chair, and I love what I do. So thanks for joining. Spring is coming. Spring is here. Spring's here in Dallas. It's 90 today. Hi, Claudia. And I had a box with your name on it today go out in the mail. I don't know how I'm keeping track. Guys, I had piles. Ugh. I had so many different piles going the last 2 days. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Sherry B. Hi, Sue. Yeah, so I had piles. I had lots of piles. So, before we get started, if you are joining us for the pillar stand project, tomorrow is the 21st, which means we're going to do our project tomorrow. Time TBD, you know, I never know. But no worries, the video always stays up if you can't make it live with us. Not Michigan, I didn't think so. Hi, Susie. Yeah, so if you're joining us for the pillar stand project, that will be done tomorrow. It's the 21st. And then we usually wait a couple of days after, and then we decide which transfer we're going to use for next month's project. So we will have to do that as well. And guys, if you are joining for the Craft Along project, and remember, both of these are totally optional. If you're joining us for the Craft Along project, you probably saw the sneak peek today. Not really sneak peeks, I always show. Of the free embellishments that went out. I had worked on those all weekend and finished up yesterday, I think it was. So those two are out the door, and we will do that project on Monday, May 2nd. So we do the Craft Along project the first Monday of every month. And don't forget, if for some reason you can't join us on the particular day and time, it's never an issue because the video will always stay up, so you can always refer back to it, okay? They looked awesome. Oh, thanks, Claudia. Thank you. Hi, Vicky. They were fun to make. We're kind of going to do a little spoof on what I did for the Craft Along because I have something to tell everybody once we're done with the project. Hi, and Deb, I had a box with your name on. Gosh, guys. I must have had 10, 11, 12 boxes today with the first name Deb or Deborah on them. You are my people. I've got all the Debs. So I always got to make sure I've got them all straight too. Marilyn, welcome home, Marilyn, to a sick house. I'm so sorry. So pillar stand will be tomorrow. The Craft Along project will of course be May 2nd, and everything went out, okay? Club Couture, we're still working on that. It's the plant theme. And the hexagon, I wanted to let you know, the Craft-A-Long project that we are working on, I know everybody who is getting their embellishments, obviously you already got your products. That's how we all know you're joining. But if anybody else is interested in that hexagon or the honeycomb pattern, please note that they are low quantity. So if you are thinking about getting them, you might want to do so sooner than later, okay? That and that lemon tray that I posted today, okay? That's just another real huge fan favorite. Paula, welcome. Judy, thanks for watching. All right, so the funny thing is we are not chalking tonight. I didn't take out one transfer, and I'll tell you why at the end, okay? So I didn't take out one transfer, but let me tell you what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to do a little painting, a little burning, a little crackling, and decoupage, all on this little guy. Okay? So only because we're crackling, you know when I crackle, you know, it's stages, you gotta let everything dry. Usually you're supposed to let things dry about an hour in between layers. So I wanted to show you what this looked like and now what it looks like. So all I did was I put a one coat of chalk paint on it, okay? And that's actually gonna, hi Patricia. All right, so Patricia, is it Patricia or Patty? Or Trish, what do you go by? Is Terry watching? I can't see it. I just saw Marilyn say hi. Hey, Terry. Okay, so this is just one quick coat, okay? And I did let it dry. So, because we're gonna put the crackle on, and that's what we're gonna do first, because technically, you really should let this dry for about an hour. Now, we always speed up the process. It always comes out awesome, but it definitely works best if you can give it that hour, okay? And let me tell you why. If you use any kind of heating tool, which we may end up using anyways tonight, if you use a heating tool, it can kind of like bubble it. So, and that's what you're trying to avoid when you're trying to make cracks, okay? Hi, Amy, how are you? All right, so let's go ahead and do a quick coat of the crackle. Again, I went ahead already and put the first layer down. And as I have explained before, when you are going to crackle, when you're going to crack, remember, the thicker you crackle, the wider the cracks, okay? This is a pretty small surface, so I'm not going to put it on too crazy. Also, we're not going to see a lot of this crackle because of the napkin that I'm putting on, okay? So we're really just going to kind of get it on the edges, which is okay for tonight's project. So just kind of be conscious of that whenever you are crackling, okay? I do like to get it on the sides. Kind of went nuts with the crackle here, guys. I'm just gonna put this on. We'll kind of like let it air just a little bit. It's not going to dry as much as I would want it to dry, but we will speed it along with our heat tool. Pretty napkins. So we used these napkins on one of our, could have been a pillar stand project. Could have been a craft along project. We used it last year for sure. I would have to go back. Oh, but you know what? We put it on a honey pot. So I'm not sure if you remember that, but it was one of my favorite napkins. This is, and I'm only going to do one layer of Crackle because it's a very, very small project, okay? All right, now, the next thing, we're kind of going to do this a little in piecemeal, okay? So, we are going to use the little honey dipper. So let's go ahead and paint this just so it dries. We're actually going to use this paint a little bit later too. Now you can, and we've done this before, I have used a gold, buttery gold wax when I used my hot glue gun to kind of make it look like wax was dripping. So if you are going to duplicate this project, just know you can do that. I'm not doing that today. It kind of, to me sometimes when you add things like that, it can dirty up a project a little bit. So I'm not going to add the glue. And you can, if you wanted to, it's all coming back now. When we used this napkin before, we did the dipper, and I had stained these, and then we put gold glitter on them. It's all coming back. If you all want to see that project, I can post a picture of it later. All right, I'm gonna let this dry. And then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna burn. We're actually gonna burn the napkin. So like I said, this project's going to be a little bit different tonight. Normally, I would put the napkin on full and then burn it to the design of the wood, okay? I'm not doing that tonight. Tonight, we're going to kind of burn the napkin first. That way, we're going to have more of the wood showing, is what I'm going for, okay? Any questions? I'll show it to you. It was really pretty. It was on a, okay, that's so weird. I just hit the thing for comments, and Terry Kinder, your picture showed up. I don't know why. I will get it out. I think it was a pillar stand project. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it was a craft along. I can't remember. All right, guys, let me show you what we're gonna do now. So, these napkins, there's 4, okay? There's 4 pictures, all right? We are going to use just one. So let's get rid of the layers. There's one more. Check. I think there's one more layer. Let me get my tape. Yep, sometimes they're hidden. That one was hidden really good. Okay. So, I want to get this out of the way because I don't want to get any ash on it. Now, when I burn, I usually get a wet wipe, or you can get a paper towel. People always ask me how I don't get that charcoal look when I do Mod Podge and things like that. And this is just like my little secret, okay? I usually wet the edges when I'm done. Hi, is it Vincetta? Welcome. So I usually wet the edges after we burn, okay? Now, again, I am going to burn a lot of the napkin because I'm not looking like we normally do. I'm not looking to cover the whole wood area. I actually, because we're crackling, I want that wood to come through, okay? Hi, Mary. All right, so let's go ahead and burn. And remember, napkins burn fast. So just decide how much you're gonna burn, okay? If you're burning rice paper or cardstock, obviously it doesn't burn as fast. And if you don't feel comfortable doing this, you can actually cut some of the tissue off so you don't have a lot to burn at first, okay? Okay. And then I'm just gonna, while it's still warm, just kind of gonna dab these edges. You don't wanna wet it too much, okay? But this is such a great way to get rid of all this extra tissue, okay? I don't know if you can see it. Let me get rid of this first, hold on. Okay? And again, no rhyme or reason, you're just gonna burn. All right, so hearts, do you like it so far? Terry, there you are. All right, show me some hearts if you like it so far. Let me get the board. Okay. So now this is why it's always good if we can take a little bit of time to let this dry, because Crackle does take a long time to dry. But I am going to use a cool setting, okay? And kind of like speed it along. Terry, how are you? I'm going to take out my big gun for this. Hi, Beverly, welcome. Terry. So you're probably not going to go in this week, right? Right. Okay, now I got napkin in my mouth. Good for you, but not good for you. Sorry. Okay, some of my friends got snow today. And I'll tell you, it always crackles better if you don't have to help it dry. Oh, that's not bad. Marilyn, thank you. Thank you for the shares, y'all. I really appreciate it. All right, so while we're letting this dry, I know this makes more noise, but it will go faster. Mississippi. I think I told you one of my daughters went to Ole Miss. Starting to dry. That was fast. Okay. Oh. Okay, good. Yes. Oh, have you never cracked before? Yes, and they'll be posted all in the VIP lounge when I'm done. Let me just grab this. This is still one of my favorites. And I'll get the rolling pin out too. So, this is the one that we did, and we put black on the bottom and then blue on the top, okay? And that's how that crackle came through. Okay, so that one was a really cute one too. And then we did, they're falling out of place, but we did the birds to match. This, we did brown on the back, and we did blue. So the brown came through. But one of my favorite crackles, let me get it over there. So one of my favorites was, this is actually, I have a friend who is, she's not watching. I have a friend who is writing a Mexican cookbook. No, it's full of baked goods, all sweets. So we did this brand new rolling pin, but we made it look old by doing the crackle on it. So this was one of my faves. Yeah, but I'll post everything over in the, yeah, the birds are always a fan favorite. All right, so what's going to happen now is we will go ahead and paint the top coat, okay? So when you crackle, the bottom coat is kind of the color that comes up through the cracks. It comes up through the cracks, okay? And then your top coat is the dominant color, okay? And so for our top coat, we're just going to use that metallic gold that I've been using. Marilyn loves the crackle. I do too. Sometimes, you know, it's funny because sometimes I can go months and months and months without using it, and then all of a sudden I use it all the time. Right, you know what? I think I might let me put a glove on, just so you don't have to wait for me. All right. So again, the thickness of the crackle is really what determines how wide your cracks are going to be, okay? And then as it dries, it of course starts to crackle. Okay. So I wish you could see it because I can already start seeing it spread. And I know it's going to be hard for you to see it, but if you give it a minute. Hi, Doreen. All the links to all these products will be posted over in the VIP lounge when we're done. Okay, so if you see, it's already starting to come through. All right, so while we're doing that, let me clean this. And then we will do our Mod Podge. How are you, Doreen? Okay, so can you see it? You can really see it, I mean, you can really see it, but if you're working with a big piece of wood or a project, which we've done, those rounds, you know, the bigger the project, the thicker I usually do it. Because, and I'm not going to say it because Terry has an issue with this, but I like wide cracks. You just can see them better. But it is a smaller project, so we'll keep it small. All right, hearts if you like it so far. And then we're going to give it 1 second, and then I will hit it with the dryer. Again, it's always best if you're doing a project like this just to kind of do it in stages. It's a little more difficult to go live because I know you don't want to wait 3 hours for everything to dry. But we'll speed it up a little bit. Let me just make sure everything else is ready. I had painted this little bee. So those little bees I had, they were silver, so I painted them gold. All right, let me dry this. bring it up there. I'm not sure if you can see it. All right, so can you see it so far? Might be hard with the light. All right. Give me some hearts if you can see it. Can you see it? Hi, Deanne. Welcome. Okay, good. All right, all right. So let's do the Mod Podge now. So we are going to do some Mod Podge. I'm not worried about the handle, okay? So it's really just where that napkin's going to go. And I know there's definitely some areas where the Mod Podge isn't needed, but until I kind of place that napkin, I'm not really sure where. And Mod Podge dries clear, so it doesn't really matter. And because we're going to heat set this, I am going to dry this as well. So I'm not sure, for those of you that did see the embellishments for the craft along, did you see how I did the glitter Mod Podge? So there was like it was sparkly. It came out really pretty. Hi, Deb. All right, guys, let's try this. I'm gonna use cold air. So let's get our napkin. And again, there's a couple of reasons why you can press this or not. So I'm pressing it because I want it to be really, really tight fitted. I'm not going to put Mod Podge over this, so I want that tight look. If you were going to do a Mod Podge over it, you don't necessarily have to do it this way. Also, remember, we have now painted this several layers and crackled it, okay? So you just want to be mindful of that when you're putting heat on it, okay? So let's go ahead and do this. And because we burned the napkin, remember, we're not going to be taking any off. So I want to make sure that the edges are down. They already look good, guys. That was fast. I think they're all empty. Just get this corner. That was easy. It's all done. Okay. How easy was that? So now you have the black that has come through. And remember, you could do this the opposite way. You could put the gold down and put the black on top if you want that gold to come through. Can't use the heating blower, can do it. I'm not sure what that means, Mary. Can't use the heating blower, can do it. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Hi, Tim. Oh, thanks. Okay. So we painted, we burned the napkin. We put, the second layer was the Crackle. We kind of dried that. The third layer was the metallic paint. Okay, kind of dried that. And then we did the Mod Podge. Oh, if you don't have the iron. So, first of all, you can use a regular house iron if you have that, okay? You definitely don't need a heat press and you don't need one of these. And of course, you don't even have to do it this way. You can do decoupage the very first way of doing decoupage, and that's just letting it dry, right? This is just kind of like to speed it up and to get that flat. If you were to use a heat gun, first of all, I would be afraid it would probably bubble if you're trying to put heat on it, and I'm not sure how flat you would get it. So if you don't have any kind of iron at all, I would probably just put it on. I would maybe roll it. I used to use the small rolling pins all the time, and that would definitely flatten it out if you just want to leave it like that, and then just let it air dry, okay? Now, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and put another coat on this right now. Just like I did the embellishments, I could put a top coat of like glitter on it, the glitter Mod Podge, but I'm just gonna leave it like this, okay? Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, you definitely do not need an iron to use this at all. All right, let's finish it up. Then I'm going to get a stand so you can see it too. All right, so we're just going to use a little bit of ribbon. We're going to use the B. It keeps bouncing me all over the place tonight. It's so funny, when I clicked on my face to get it back, Terry's face came up. I don't even know how that happened, Terry. Alright, that was actually pretty funny. Alright, so here's one of my favorite ribbons. I don't think I'm going to need more than this. Maybe let's do one more. Let's see what we got. Let's do maybe gold. Let's do a little gold. That gold is exactly the same color. I'm not going to leave these too long tonight, because again, this is such a small surface. I don't want the ribbon to really overpower it. All right, let's just wait for that heat gun to warm up. And while that's warming up, let me show you something. We're gonna put this, kind of go in this. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna ask you all. Waiting for the glue gun, okay? Do you guys like the bee on the bee? Singing again, guys. Do you like the bee on the bottom? Or closer to the top? What do you think? Bottom or top? Susie, everything's going to be posted over in the VIP lounge. All the links when we're done. I never know which I'm pulling out until I actually use it. Bottom, bottom. We always say it takes two to win. Oh my God, everybody's saying bottom. Okay. I kind of want that crack to show though. Oh, it still does. Okay. This is going to take one more minute, guys. All right, while we're waiting on this, so I'm not sure, again, if you saw the embellishments that I posted. I actually did a speckle with black paint to give some spots on the bee. I actually kind of like it hanging off a little too. And then this one I think I'm going to put right here. And we got all done, and I can still make my 8 o'clock leadership call. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Who wants to see it? Show me some hearts if you want to see it. Let me get a little stand. You like the glue gun? Thank you. You got to be careful with it. Mary wants to know if I'm afraid to burn myself. Well, Mary, there's a story I have. Thanks, Claudia. Yeah, I've burned myself, and yes, I am a little bit afraid. Okay, that's way too big. Let me find a small stand. Let me find a small one. You know these Hobby Lobby stands you can like bend anyway to get. So cute. Let me rise it on something too so you can see it better. All right, who wants to see it? Hi, Millie. Okay. And then I gotta tell you something. Way too cute, I think. All right, tell me, can you see it? Is it close enough, not close enough? What do you guys think? Best looking crack you've ever seen. If you don't know Terry, you know Terry. Thanks, Tam. I love your name. Hey, Cheryl, thanks. Let me bring, is it close enough for y'all? Let me drop it. See that little queen bee down there? Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. All right, so 2 announcements. One is a surprise. So, if you purchased the hexagon, listen up, guys. If you purchased the hexagon and the honeycomb pattern on launch day, and you know who you are. Hi, Dory. And you know who you are. You received this as a surprise. I put those in the mail today too. So, again, if you purchased the honeycomb transfer from me and the hexagon, I put this in the mail to you today as a surprise and as a thank you, because I love launch day orders. So you are all getting this little combo. That's why I had so many boxes with your name on it today, Deb. All right, so you're all getting that. Now, the other thing, and sorry guys, I only have, because I did all that, and there was plenty of you, because I did all that, I only have 2 of these left that I'm gonna sell, okay? So you will get the cutting board, you'll get the napkin with the 4 designs, so you can make many of these, okay? You're gonna get a gold bee, and you will get the dipper, and you're gonna get a paste packet, okay? I only have 2 for sale. I will post it over in the VIP lounge later on, okay? And then I'll just PayPal invoice you. But sorry guys, I only have 2. I really did mail out a lot today. So if you're not a member in the VIP lounge, I posted it up top. Just click that link. It's non-designers. And again, I wish I had more, but it was a launch day thank you. So I wanted to make sure those customers got a nice surprise. Although it's not a surprise anymore. I really did want you to be surprised, but then I didn't want you thinking that I didn't want you buying one tonight either. Okay? All right, guys, I'm going to go through comments. If you have any questions, or if you had any questions, I will definitely answer them. I will post the kit in the VIP lounge. Again, there's only 2. And I will post the links for all the products that I used tonight, okay? Claudia, yes, it was. you're getting one too. Yeah, I had, guys, if you would have seen the piles. So I have a list, then I have a second list, then I have the mailing label list. Man, was I checking things 3 or 4 times today, and nothing was left over. So everybody got what they were supposed to get. But yes, Claudia, you're getting it. Yep. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I can hop on my 8 o'clock call. Mary, there's a link right at the top of the post. Just go ahead, and you know what? I can post it again right now for you. Hold on.
Your email today, you sent like 5 of the same emails at the top.
Okay, it's right there. All right, guys. Terry, good night. I hope you're feeling well. I hope your household gets healthy. All right, thanks everybody for watching me crack tonight. Okay, and if you have any questions, just go ahead and message me, okay? All right, and don't forget, everybody who is in the Pillar Stand Club, who is doing April's project, we're gonna do that tomorrow. Time to be determined, okay? And you all should have gotten your embellishments by now. All right, love to all. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hopping on with me tonight. Bye.